The Fairport in Rochester, Pennsylvania. The owners, Dennis and Tiffany Dankovich. We're going to be talking to them in a moment. Their chef is here, as is Rick Granati. We'll let Mr. Granati tell you about this place that he absolutely loves. Rick, go.
Okay, this is my third appearance here. I haven't been paid yet, no. Anyway, I've been here 3 times. Tonight, Rob and I are going to have steak. I've had some great food here, great company. The owner put his heart and soul into this place, and I think Beaver County needs to know about it. You come here one time, you'll be a member like I am.
And I think he put his 401k into it too, ladies and gentlemen. I grew up coming to this place that was the home of the original steak salad, of course the old Hilltop. I have never seen anyone transform a makeover like I have never seen before. Bar Rescue has nothing on this place. Dennis, tell me about your journey before we talk about the good food.
$1.5 million into the place. We tried to turn it around. We wanted to, it's a staple. Hilltop was here for 30 years, Rob. We wanted to keep it active. It was time for a refresh. They had a nice job. They had a great 30-year run. We wanted to revive it, make it a little better and a little different.
Well, they have done that, and really, this is the place. Great family dining, great place to come and relax and socialize with some adult beverages, never drink and drive in the Valley. Uber or JB Taxi, get you home safely, or designated driver. But really, it is about the food. They've got top shelf alcohol, every type of microbrew, IPA, beer on tap, domestics, they've got it. But when it comes to food, that's what separates them from the rest of the pack. Tiffany, tell me about this amazing menu.
We have fresh, made from scratch, homemade desserts, food, entrees. We have it all.
All right, let's introduce the chef du jour. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, your name?
Chef Michael Gordon.
Okay, Michael, tell me about the menu, and I know it has really some old world recipes that you have been able to, well, a pinch of this and a pinch of that, and you've really stepped it up to bring it into 2016. Tell me about your menu.
We specialize in rustic American cuisine. Everything fresh, everything made to order. We do some of our pastas made in-house. Our lobster raviolis, our house noodles are all made by us. Menu's pretty hard to beat, so our desserts. Features every single day. Could be duck like today, could be beef short rib tomorrow. So we do a lot of different things, and there's nothing we're scared to touch. Seafood, beef, chicken, fish, so we dabble all over.
Now look, you know your Pratte Pack is all about fine wine and spirits. And I'm a big fan of those fine wine and spirit stores. Now look at this. This is a liquor cabinet that my father would have loved to have had. And this is the place where you want to mingle. Look at this incredible bar, ladies and gentlemen. Now what we're going to do, we're going to pause for just a second because Rick Granati and I are going to come back to the Fairport and talk about rock legends right now. Now listen, when you think good old-fashioned rock and roll, you think of this town, the 70s, and the great dance clubs that they had, and you know, the place you always started and finished was here, and they're doing it again, folks, at the Fairport. So we have decided to keep a legend in his own right. Dennis Dankovich will stick with us because we're going to talk about the Rock Legends Award. Now let me give you a quick programming note. Coming up on Rock Pratte Monday night at 10 o'clock, we've got Marianne Miller and the great Ed Traviseri. We are going to talk about Prince a little bit, you know that. But the reason they're there is to tell everybody what's happening at Stage AE next Thursday. And Pat DeCesar will be there a half hour before then, kind of like studio warm-up, the great promoter from DeCesar, Engler, Traviseri, and we're going to be talking about him being honored. Also Joe Grishecki of the House Rockers, Billy Price, the Skyliners, Sean McDowell. It is going to be an amazing night. And I want to begin by talking to Rick Granati about the significance of Pat DeCesar. Rick.
Pat DeCesar, you know, without Pat taking chances on booking big acts, the Civic Arena would have never been the birthplace of all the big rock concerts in Pittsburgh. And eventually, Pat had the good sense to merge with Rich Angler, and the rest was history. When they bought the Stanley Theater, they were the top concert venue of that size for 7 years straight in Billboard magazine. Most amazing shows there you could ever see.
Okay, now listen, Dennis, I know you've had to see Billy Price. Amazing rhythm and blues and blue-eyed soul and Joe Grishecki.
Fantastic, fantastic. Love the group.
Listen, Joe Grishecki, Bruce Springsteen's dear friend, he is an icon in Pittsburgh music. And when you think about staying power in any industry, but especially in your industry, when you think of Billy Price and Joe Grishecki, you got to think staying power.
Rob, you know what I can tell you? Back in the early 80s, I put a show together at the Stanley Theater for the Pittsburgh Community Food Bank with WDVE, Pittsburgh. It was called DVE Rocks Homestead Works. Joe Grishecki, Billy Price, the Bernardi brothers, and Rare Experience from Beaver County made international news. We started the Pittsburgh Community Food Bank.
All right, listen, before we go, Sean McDowell, who I have said many times makes Barry White sound like a soprano, has an incredible voice. And when you think of Jimmy Beaumont and the late Janet Vogel Rapp and Company and Jimmy Ross of the Jaggers fame for many years with them, you have to think of Since I Don't Have You, Pennies from Heaven, Joe Rock, their late manager, who also penned some of their amazing songs. He truly a part of the early doo-wop, the Dell Vikings, and many others who came out of the streets of Pittsburgh. Jimmy Beaumont, Skyliners, he will be enshrined as well.
How about Sean McDowell's father was Al McDowell from, what was it, Channel 4?
Right. News
Forever, so he's an heirloom, that's for sure. Sean McDowell's just a great guy, but like Rob and like Joe Grishecki and Billy Price and the Skyliners, Pat the Caesar, everybody in Pittsburgh is such a big family, and we always do many, many, many charitable events and got many more to do. This one's for the Cancer Caring Center. That's where my heart is.
The last thing I got to leave you with, Al McDowell actually did talk radio at KDK. You had to bring it up. 31 years ago, I'm waiting to go on. I'm looking in the producer's booth in the Studio K, One Gateway Center, the pioneer broadcasting station of America, and caressing the microphone with his shoulder dipped so slightly, ladies and gentlemen, the legend that is Al McDowell. And I looked at my producer and I said, I've got to go on after Al McDowell. But anyway, listen, great place. Come on over. The food is incredible. The service is amazing. And this guy believes in this community. So you know what? We owe it to him to support his business. So long from the Fairport in Rochester. Good night, everybody.
Time to eat.